Hey guys, it's Lori here. Me and Claudia are going to come to you. Sorry, I've got progressive lenses, so I got to look like this because I'm blind these days. So I'm inviting Claudia. She's going to come on, and then we're both going to be on here, and we're going to talk to you about virtual parties and why you should be doing them. All right, so adding. Give it just a second. There we go. Now we're on the right page.
Hey guys.
Pampered, not perfect.
So anyway, Bullet Train peeps, as you've been seeing, we've been pushing a lot of virtual party training and a lot of great results. And sometimes you hear from the same people. So I was like, you know what? Lori has just started implementing Trish Wood's training. And Lori's been with us for a couple of years. So it's always, we never stop learning and switching things up. So I asked her to just kind of share, how were your virtual parties before this training, and why did you decide to jump on it, Lori?
So before the training, I had done a training similar a couple of years ago, and I really enjoyed it. I got to the parties anymore because when I did them, I had to message the guests. I had to be careful about how quickly I messaged them because then I would get blocked and couldn't message anybody. And so they honestly just became something I really didn't like to do. They were something that I did, but I just didn't like it. I didn't like any of the posts that I did. And then I went through, so I mean, I was scraping and struggling. I barely got them to qualify, like $200. And that was it. And a lot of times, most of them didn't even qualify. And so it was like, why am I doing this? And then Trish came out with a training, and I thought, at first, I wasn't doing it. And then I went through and I started looking at the post, and I was like, okay, all right, so I could do this. And so I just started trying to do it, and then I started getting great results. So this last month, and honestly, I've been in a slump for the first half of the year, honestly. Well, the first up to April, completely. So far behind in points. I've got so much to catch up on. So I've been behind in recruiting, and I've been behind in sales, barely, getting, what I needed to. And so I did the training, and I started doing, like, I think about 4 to 6 shows a month. This month I've done 12 parties. 6 of them have qualified, so that's half, which is much better than it was before. And I had $1,000 fundraiser. I have 2 people who should be signing up before the end of the month, which I was lucky if I got 1 person a month. And it's really changed things. So I think this month, just based on my commission, straight commission, not my overrides, I'll be making about $1,100 this month just on commission, no overrides. So, if you're looking to make that, $500, $1,000 a month, it's totally possible. You don't even have to leave home. You just pay attention to the training. You do what she says to do. And I mean, I have to tell you, sometimes when it says host coaching number 4, I'm like, ugh, I don't want to do that. But, and then I go, you know what? This is my job. I'm just going to copy and paste it and see what happens. Like, the worst thing they say is no. And if they say no, is it going to damage me for the rest of my life? No. I'm going to get a bunch more no's for the rest of my life. And so I just get over that no and get to the next yes, because you just never know.
Yeah. So, where'd you go? There you go.
There we go.
Any tips for running multiple parties at the same time? Why they should or why they shouldn't, or anything like that?
So one thing that really helped me, and for some people it's been like horrible for, especially maybe, if you're working and you're trying to find time to post, but Post My Party going down was the best thing that happened in my business too, because I'm in the parties, I'm seeing how many people are there, instead of just getting the notification and going, oh, I'll check it later. I'm in my parties, how many ever times a day I post. If you're doing one party, you might as well run 4, honestly, because it only takes a couple more minutes to copy and paste it into them. Right now, I'm running 6 of my own and 4 for my team members, because I was like, hey, I want you to see this firsthand, what it's like. So host your own party. I will post it. I'm posting in 10 parties right now. I mean, it's no different really than when I'm doing 6 of my own or whatever. I mean, it's just, sometimes my computer slows down a little bit, but that's the only thing. Just, 4 to 6 parties a week. Why not? Like, why not? I mean, what's the worst that could happen? You have 9 parties that qualify, 8 to make you great. You get 9 to qualify. You're getting a trip. You're getting more money, and you're not leaving your home. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer.
$1,000 a month, right?
Yeah. I mean, and I still have 6 parties that start next week that, I mean, they'll be for June, obviously, because they'll close on Friday. But guess what? I'm starting off June with a big bang. And, the other thing, if you only want to do 4 parties a month, do it the first week. Take 3 weeks off, or do it, the first, I don't know. I would do it the first week, because if I'm going to run 4, I might as well. Choices. When you want to work and you tell them, hey, my next available date is June 4th. It runs for a week. Will that work for you? Or you give them 2 dates. My next available date is June 4th or July 4th, whatever the Monday is. I don't know. And let them pick. And that's that. Like, you don't work when they want you to work, because then you're going to be all over the place. Clump them all together, do them the first week. And then the other thing too is, if you do it then, and if you decide, hey, I want more, then you've still got time to book parties, maybe the second week or the third week. If you decide you want to go for sales incentive, like the water bottle, you've still got plenty of time in the month to do whatever you need to do. But I mean, do it in the beginning, get it done, and then, if you want to, take a break. If not, keep them going. I'm like rolling. I'm like, I've got to catch up. Let's do this.
Yeah. And guys, right, for those of you that are doing virtual parties and you are getting the sales, they're getting the bookings, and you are getting the recruit leads, if it's not broken, don't fix it. But if you're not getting the results you want, we really recommend you just try it. Book yourself 4 to 6 virtual parties to start June 4th. Do the training with us. We are doing it with you, right? So as leaders, we always say we would never do something we wouldn't ask you to do. So we're doing the same thing with you. Here are all my parties, virtual parties that I booked in the last week. Crazy, right? Just with that message. And to prove to you guys that, yes, you can make money just doing virtual parties. But it's a numbers game, right? So when you run 2 parties a month and one of them qualifies and the other one doesn't, right? You're like, well, I just wasted my time with that one. But if you're running multiple, 4 to 6 per week, or once a month per week, then at least it makes it worth your time, because we at least know half of them are going to qualify and you're going to be making some money. And that's, I think, sometimes what happens. We do like 1 or 2, we put all this time into it, and then they don't qualify, and we're like, well, that sucks, that blows. Now I don't have any shows for next month. But if you have an abundance of them, it's going to make it easier for you. But it's those people that follow the training that's posted in the pinned post, how to get started with your first virtual parties. And I just want you to know, yes, we are manually posting right now. We're copying, pasting, but there will be an option available by the time we start June 4th for groups. Same template, just got to tweak a couple things, but groups will be available with Post My Party.
Send those birthday messages. Send the script that Claudia posted the other day. This is so sad. I was at my son's award ceremony. He's graduating this year, so they had awards and he was getting awards. So I was sitting there, and then I was like, oh Lord, they're doing the whole school. Like, it's going to be forever. So I hate awards things. I hate museums. I hate stuff like that. So I'm hopping on my phone. I'm like sitting there, like one of the stinking kids. But I'm like, well, screw this. I'm at school. I'm going to send out friggin' messages. I'm going to make money while I'm sitting here, because I have nothing better to do, and I certainly don't want to pay attention to everybody and their brother getting awards until my son gets them. I only care when he gets them. So I'm just sitting there, like, finding people that are green dotting. I'm taking Claudia's message. I'm changing out the name, and I'm sending out messages. I might as well make money. I mean, you're sitting there. You're on Facebook anyways. You're bored to tears, so might as well make some money. So send out those birthday messages. I can't tell you how many I've gotten from the birthday message. Send out the one that Claudia posted the other day. It's as simple as copy and paste. And don't prejudge. There are people that I thought never in a million years would host with me. And I'm like, oh gosh. In fact, I saw one on Claudia's list the other day when she held it up, and I was like, crap, I didn't contact her first. Oh well. It's people that we knew from Korea. So I usually try to stay away from them so that we're not sending the same message and they know that it's a script. I'm like, ooh, Claudia knows them. But some of them is overlap. But anyways, like send those out. Send them out exactly the way they are. I was so opposed to the word guinea pig at first. I was like, I'm absolutely not sending that. And then I remember Claudia was saying, oh my gosh, people aren't sending it the way it's supposed to be. And I was like, I don't want to. I don't like the word guinea pig.
Yeah.
But then I was like, fine, Claudia said. And so I went and I did it. And I was like, oh gosh, I got people to sign up. So you know what? I send guinea pig.
There's no reason to tweak it, okay? If someone, we are so lucky to have Trish who's giving us every little baby step. And we're making money like crazy, and so can you. Don't tweak it, don't overthink it, just copy and paste and put your little personality in the template. That's all. But you have to follow the steps. You can't just be like, oh, well, I don't want to do that. Oh, let me skip to the next one. Just promise yourself, go out there, hashtag screw it, let's do it. Just get your bookings for June 4th. We have a group that we're going to train you in, and I promise you, you're going to see results.
We have everything you need laid out in complete detail, step by step, exactly what you need to do. There is no reason not to do this. You're copying and pasting, for goodness sakes. I mean, you know, and then just think about it. It's my job. It's my job. If I want to make money, this is what I do. And sometimes it's uncomfortable. You know, I mean, I'm asking friends if they want to join the company that I think have no interest, but I'm like, screw it. I'm going to do it, because what if somebody does? If Claudia did not share with me 4 years ago the business, I would have missed out on 2 trips for my husband. And I know I say my husband a lot, but it's because he spent, 28 years in the military. We went home on leave. We didn't go on vacation. We've never been on vacation before. And as I'm sitting in San Diego, enjoying myself probably way too much. That was the last night. I was like, if she wouldn't have asked me, I couldn't have done this. I couldn't have treated my husband to this. So, you know what? I'm doing the stinking host message 4 times, even though sometimes I'm like, I don't want to do it. It's my job, and I'm just doing it.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Just do it. Comment below if you have questions, or if you're into changing your virtual business.
All right. Bye.